because our Ferdy is on the ball. And if you have problems, then just ask Ferdy, he'll fix them all. He plays the guitar, he's a superstar, and we sing along. Enchanted we all follow him happily, always more and more, all following him, always more and more, up to the end of the world. Happiness and high spirits, fun and games never end. You'll be glad you came. Want to join in one of his adventures? Well, let's watch and see. Watch and see. Oh, Insectland's a gorgeous place to be, where happy bugs and beetles spend their day, each one enjoying happiness and love. At least that's what the beetles always say. But fate can change this picture at a stroke, and Ferdy's fate is one that's full of fears. Poor Ferdy's going to see how things go wrong. He'll soon be living through a veil of tears.
Oh, buzz off! Leave me alone!
Come and play with me! Wake up and come and play with me! You can't catch me!
I'll show you what's what!
Right there! I didn't know you could stand on
Oh. Come. They sound dead to the world.
Has Ferdy found himself a new pet? Is that the famous horsey he's been talking about, huh? It sounds more like a sawmill than an ant's
They
house.
must have had quite a party.
Don't you think we ought to wake them?
Shh. No, I don't. I'm sure they need a long lie in. They must be very tired. I think we better go. We don't want to disturb.
Huh?
An earthquake! Save us! I don't believe this. We're being attacked in our beds by some cowardly crook who hits poor sleeping people over the head. Come on, defend yourself, whoever you are. Put him up. I'm ready for you with a left hook and a right and a left jab. Where are you, coward? Come on, fight.
The old
We'll
wood
see
bore's
who's
office
left.
rocker. He's fighting
You
someone
won't
who's
last
not
2
there.
rounds against me. Take that and that. My footwork is too good for you. Come on.
Stop it! Calm down, old chap!
Take that and that and another one.
Stop fighting! Nobody's threatening you! There's no one here, Woody! Calm down now!
And a left and a right and another one. I feel much better. Now I've had my workout. Always do that the first thing in the morning.
I'm glad you've decided to stop. You had us all rather worried, you know. Are you all right?
Yes, thank you. Quite fit. It's only
Look at him, he's got 3 knobs on his head. Where did he get the extra one?
Well, he's always been a bit of a knobhead. That bump might be to make up for his lack of brains.
Shame on you! Don't crack nasty jokes. I'll patch Woody up quickly.
Oh no, stay away from me. I'm fine, really I am. Everything's okay.
We'll fix those nosy pups at the window. Don't be scared.
Great!
You're a real hero. Do you know that?
Look at the mess. Which of you started this disgusting riot? You've just about destroyed my entire house. Can you explain this, Woody? Or you, Horsey?
I had nothing to do with it. It was Beetle Dog, your so-called watchdog. He's the cause of this upset.
Take it back, you conceited Woodbora, or I'll give you what for. Put him up, come on. Or can you only fight people who aren't there? That's enough!
More than enough.
So both of you are taking sides with him against me. Is that all the thanks I get for my hard work? Not quite true, little dog. I know you chased that fly through the house, but I'll forgive you if you behave yourself and help clear up the mess.
That's better. Now you're your old self again. Our dear beetle dog, who's such a pleasure to us.
Oh, thank goodness the rest of us don't have to resort to acting the fool, wagging our stumpy tails, asking to be patted on the head and licking everyone in sight. But if he's happy, I'm happy.
Fine, let's think about something much more important, like living quarters for
That's
horses.
a brilliant idea. I've got a very clear picture in my mind. I'd like an ensuite bathroom, a four-poster bed, a swivelly mirror, and lace
Oh,
curtains.
how modest. Such simple taste. Wouldn't you like a marble bath with golden taps on
A
as well?
great idea. A bath every evening's refreshing and soothing.
Yes, exactly.
What? Are we having a serious discussion, or are we just kidding? Let's understand one another. As long as I have to sleep in a common kennel, this green monster isn't going to get his own luxury apartment. I hope everyone realizes that.
May we offer our help? We heard you're planning to build something.
We can always use a few hard-working, skilled workers.
Silly. His notion of hard work is sitting in the sun, growing fatter and fatter.
Shall I give them a few quick bites to get rid of them?
Please don't.
Stop it! If you really want to help us build a stable, you're very, very welcome.
Thanks. We won't charge you anything as long as you give us free board and lodging.
No problem. I'm sure we'll be able to satisfy even your
He
appetite.
doesn't look as if grass will satisfy him. How did he become so fat,
He's on
huh?
a special diet. He eats only one meal a day, but that meal lasts all day long.
What do we start with? Breakfast or a mid-morning break?
Listen to me, you
dear.
gluttonous billiard ball. We don't run a soup kitchen for homeless bugs and beetles here. You'll have to get down to work first before you'll be fed. You'd better lock your larder now, Ferdy.
Woody, you know me. I eat only the smallest of portions if I eat anything at all. You know
Oh,
that.
right. You're a professional dieter on a starvation
right.
diet. I fully expect you
That's
to turn
enough.
into a
Let's
skeleton
get
any
to
day
work,
now.
guys.
And so the happy bug and beetle band begins to gather up the things they need. The poles and planks and twine and nails and rope they'll use to build a stable at great speed. The others cut and trim the logs for him while Ferdy digs the deep foundation holes. And when he's finished off this heavy task, the builders will step up to plant the poles. The beetle boys are working with a will. And Greenfly does his bit to supervise, while Woody stands and orders them about. The stable grows before their very eyes. The insects all must play their parts today. Each creature takes his turn to carry logs, including everyone who's at the site, and everyone means no escape for dogs.
Higher, higher, higher!
Now lower it.
Don't run again!
The day goes on with little ups and downs as building workers nail the walls in place. Will nightfall come before the job is done? I'm sure that Ferdy's chums will win the race. And now the job is done, they'll take a rest, admire the work from stable floor to roof. There's one more thing they'll have to do today, and that's to make the whole thing waterproof.
1, 2, 3. Finished!
I can mention something from my wealth of experience again. The Roofs of Paris is another famous film, and each and every one of those roofs was sealed and
Let's
waterproof.
seal your mouth for a second. The problem with the roof, my friends, is a problem of rainproofing. If the roof leaks, our horse, his feed, and his bedding will get soaked. How can we prevent this? Does anyone have a
Can't
solution?
we put the horsey out to graze in the meadow every time it rains?
Fantastic. And when I come back, the stable will be
In the film
soaked.
world, they use wind machines. They simply blow water
Can't we
away.
cover the roof with leaves?
Leaves? That's the solution. We'll paste leaves onto the roof. I'll fetch the glue. I know where to find some top-quality glue.
Oh
Bye.
dear, what foolishness is he getting up to now? Top quality glue? Where on earth's he going to get the stuff?
Probably from his family. They were always glued to their seats in the cinema. I suppose they've still got some.
Oh, Woody isn't as stupid as we think. I mean, he's far more stupid than we give him credit for.
But the idea of gluing leaves to the roof isn't bad at all. If Woody can really get glue, we'll have a waterproof roof covering. Can't we have something to eat?
All in good time. We'll have dinner as soon as we finish the roof. But when I think of Woody, I get a funny feeling in the pit of my stomach. What on earth's the foolish fellow up to now?
Yoo-hoo, I'm back! Ta-da! And I brought you a whole bucket of glue, waterproof adhesive to call it by its correct name.
Oh, golly.
Don't! Let's all pull together.
I'll help the horse.
Why did did you have to test the glue for stickiness? Does no one around here trust me? Do you think I don't know the difference between glue and jelly?
I always thought horses were intelligent creatures, but this grasshopper looks pretty dense to me. He's a danger to himself.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to check and it turned out to be a big mistake. Please don't pick on me.
Let's not argue about who did what and why. I suggest we have a little tea break before we tackle the roof.
But a few minutes ago you said we could only have dinner after we'd finished the roof. You ought to stick to what you said.
Oh! Look who's here! Oh, Gwendolyn, dear Gwendolyn!
Oh! Hello, Ferdy. Oh! Oh!
She really ought to be in film.
She's very pretty.
I suppose she is.
Oh, Gwendolyn, you don't know the latest. I've got a horse now.
What? Have you got a real horse? Are you sure
Yes,
about
I'll
that?
show you. Come along, you'll be thrilled. What do you think? Isn't he a fine-looking animal? He's a thoroughbred with an excellent bloodline, and he's very gentle.
He's a magnificent animal,
And
Ferdy.
you're a magnificent lady. I never thought I'd meet someone like you in this backwater. How do you do?
I say, Gwendolyn can really steal a man's heart.
That's true. She's
Oh.
got my heart.
You should be in show business, dear lady. You've got that film star look about you. I'm the famous actor and director, Woody Spielberg. Allow me.
Oh!
I'm a show business tycoon, my dear, and I've got a gift for discovering talent. When I decide that a girl's got a future in the movies, you can bet your bottom dollar she'll be a star.
Listen.
It's music.
It's the musical midges.
I thought they were playing at a wedding today, didn't you? I think something bad must have happened. They're playing such a sad tune.
What an extraordinary pleasure to meet you here, Miss Gwendolyn.
Good afternoon, Maestro.
Why have you all got such long faces? I thought you were playing at a butterfly wedding.
We were supposed to play, but sadly we were prevented.
We were supposed to play at the Cabbage White Butterfly's wedding, but it came to nothing. There was a death in the family.
Then the rumor that cabbage whites are dying in their millions must be true.
It does seem so.
Yes, it's dreadful. Dangerous pesticides are threatening our very existence at the moment.
The world would be a really dismal place if there were no butterflies fluttering about.
The whole environment is filled with poison and gas, and we ants have been on the receiving end of these nasty pesticides for a long time. Why the devil can't they leave us poor insects alone?
I can't even begin to tell you how many relatives I'm mourning. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Yet humans treat ladybirds with understanding. They've got a different attitude towards wood borers. As soon as we move into the woodwork, they reach for pesticides.
Too true, too true.
Shocking.
Why are humans so cruel? Why do they persecute us? We don't mean them any harm.
Gwendolyn, they think we're out to get them, and that is why they kill us off first.
We've had enough of this distressing topic. Let's change the subject. Seeing that the musicians are here already, and we've managed to build this marvelous stable, we might as well have a wonderful party.
Brilliant idea, Woody. Let's have a riotous, rollicking feast with music and dancing and boisterous singing.
Sounds wonderful. Well, what are we waiting for?
I think we have to ask our conductor if his musicians will be willing to play.
All right, let's ask him. I'm sure he won't refuse. Shall I ask him, or do you want to do it? I really don't mind, but seeing you're the host, I suppose you had better do the asking, Ferdy.
Maestro, would you mind playing at our roof wetting ceremony?
Would you mind playing at our roof wetting ceremony?
Of course, we'd love to.
I love music. I can spend the whole day listening to music. I never seem to get enough.
Gosh, it's a pity we don't play any instruments, or else we could play together.
I'm not too sure you're the right partner for me. I've always preferred men who never play second fiddle to anybody else.
Ti-ta-ti-ta-ti-ta, boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Can I have the pleasure of this dance, my dear?
Oh, I'm such a terrible dancer. Are you sure?
I'm good enough for
Oh.
both of us. You know last tango in Paris? But to dance.
Here we
Ta-da!
Thanks for the music, Maestro. It did all of us a world of good. Please let me know if I can ever do you a favor.
Thank you, Ferdy.
Thank you.
Bye, Maestro! Well, my friends, I feel completely exhilarated. I don't know about you, but cutting loose and grooving to a solid beat was so relaxing. I think we ought to do this more often.
You're a very attractive horse, you know. Your good breeding is quite obvious to anyone who can appreciate such things. I bet you've got a temperament to match.
Well, we've had our bit of fun. It's time to get back to work. We've still got to finish the roof. Every man to his post. Maybe you'd like to give us a hand cleaning up, Gwendolyn?
Maybe I could,
Oh,
but I
heavens.
don't think I want to.
The job is far too dirty for your delicate hands, my dear, but we can always do it together.
All right, I'd like some time to think about the horse, though. A horse and carriage would suit my social aspirations.
That's it. Simplicity itself. I brush the glue onto the leaves like this and then stick them to the roof. This is what I call teamwork.
This row's done.
We're doing a lovely job. Oops. That's better. Hey, we've run out of shingles up here. Get a move on, ground team. Uh-oh. Oh, watch out. Goodness.
Oh!
I'll see what I can do. Oh, crikey, the ground's very far away.
I'm stuck. Help me, please help me. Something's holding me back. Please let me go. I don't want to here. Please help me.
What do you think I'm doing? I'm pulling as hard as I can. Yeah! I'm stuck. I can't see a thing. Oh, help me, please. Help.
Stop running, Woody!
Hang on!
You two will have you down in a jiffy. Right, there we are. You're all fixed up now, and there's no reason to be embarrassed at all. Oh my goodness, what about poor Woody and where's Goliath?
That's it. A bit more effort.
That was a stupid game. I definitely won't play it again.
Well, friends, we've overcome all difficulties and completed the roof. I think we can now take a carriage
Yes, but
ride.
without a carriage ride's only half the fun.
Well, we
Oh,
can all
my.
take turns to ride our grass horse. That ought to be a lot of fun. Shall I start now?
What
Oh.
cheek? Get away from me, you impertinent young whippersnapper. I'll never give you a ride. The very idea.
I think a carriage ride is an absolute necessity. It's exactly what we need and will lend such a superior tone to things. I've seen so many different carriages being used in films, from stagecoaches to chariots. Just think about that exciting chariot race in Ben-Hur. The tension was...
You and your carriage. I'm not prepared to imitate a beam of high-stepping carriage horses just to satisfy one of your idiotic whims, why don't you harness yourself to this
I
coach
really
or
didn't
cart or
expect
whatever?
that, you know.
There's no reason to freak out. Woody didn't mean to insult you. I think a proper horse should be proud and happy to draw a carriage. But why are we getting all worked up? We haven't even got a carriage, have we?
We might get one. I think that we might be able to get hold of a carriage. We've solved far bigger problems than this. We're not giving up our carriage ride that readily.
Come on, let's not put the cart before the horse, but the horse before the cart.
I think I know where we can find what we're looking for. I'll try to track it down and you can follow
If you
me.
don't mind, I'll stay here, purely as a kind of precaution to keep your horse from bolting.
I don't believe it. Oh, no.
We found you a proper carriage at last.
No, I'm not going to be harnessed to such a hideous contraption.
Right this way. Whoa, whoa! Calm down, steady on.
Righto, let's take it at a quite gentle pace.
Lovely, but I'm sure this fast horse of yours can talk a little faster.
Yahoo! Yahoo! Whoa, it really is delightful, Gwendolyn. I know you'll enjoy it. Don't you want to join me?
I haven't quite decided whether I want to or not, and it does look rather dangerous.
Fine, I'll drive around once again while you make up your mind. It isn't dangerous at all and a lot of fun, believe me, Gwendolyn.
Oh, all right, I'll watch you, and maybe I'll join you next time.
A carriage ride is fun, dear. A carriage ride is swell. Don't be filled with fear, dear. I'll really treat you very well.
Oh, no, Ferdy, this time you're not going to persuade me with a silly ride.
Then I'm off again, but I'll be back. Dear pussy!
Silly business.
Yahoo! Oh! Whoa! Don't let me beg and plead. Come and join me in my trusty steed. I know you'll decide to take the ride.
I will.
I'm so glad. Get lost, beetle dog. You're in the way. We don't need a chaperone.
This is a fine how do you do. Didn't you say you needed a watchdog?
Oh, not now.
That Gwendolyn certainly knows how to put on airs.
And Ferdy's taken in time and again, yes.
It's so romantic.
Gwendolyn, I want to make you happy. I want to give you this horse and carriage.
But I can't accept such a gift.
Of course you can. It's a gift straight from my heart. And you'll think of me every time you drive it, you know.
Oh, Ferdy, you are a darling.
There you go. Now you go for a short ride to get used to holding the reins. And I'll join you when you get back.
Yeehaw!
Not again.
Oh! Not so fast!
Yeah!
Oh, Gwendolyn, take care! Gwendolyn, where are you?
That cunning female is simply made off with
Yes,
the carriage.
a nasty
She is
trick.
really fleeced
I
no
think
Ferdy.
Gwendolyn's quite a nasty bit of
But
work.
she's quite a woman. I must admit she's got nerves of steel. Hmm?
Oh! 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 Oh!
Don't cry, Ferdy. You've still got me, and we make a first-class team, huh?
I don't want you!
Alas, young Ferdy once had such high hopes, he even planned to win her hand in marriage. But now the ladybug has fled the scene, and what an insult, stolen Ferdy's carriage. But Ferdy's not a loser after all. He's feeling very sad, but that will pass. Next time he'll get the coach and horsey back, and once again he'll try to woo the lass.
நம்பிக்கையை